everybody, and welcome to the Creepo Depot. Man, that sounded awful.
I was expecting someone to say, "Oh yeah," afterwards.
I'm never gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm never gonna do that again. Okay, we have a special, super long episode for you fine folks out there, because we're talking about the new Smash Brothers game and Smash Brothers in general. So before I go over who's here, just go and tell me. Just tell me what your first Smash game is. We'll start with this guy.
Hey, this is Nathan. My very first one was the original Smash Bros. Didn't own it, but whenever we went to like one of our family friends' house, their son would have a copy on him.
Yeah, I think I might have been introduced to a Smash that way too. All right, and what about you?
I'm Cole, and my first Smash game that I was introduced to was Melee, and I was like flabbergasted, like, why the hell is Mewtwo beating up Mario? I always tried to find a copy of it, but I couldn't, so the first game I actually owned and played the crap out of was the Wii version.
Okay,
Oh yeah, Brawl. Yeah.
Brawl, yeah. So, which is why my username is SSP Brawl on most online things.
Oh, okay. And our last guest?
I'm Michael, and I think the original was my first one. Ironically enough, I think Smash might be the first game I've ever owned.
Really?
Huh.
So I've got a Nintendo 64, but I was actually renting video games up until I got Smash.
Oof, yeah.
And then, even more ironically, Smash is kind of what introduced me into Zelda. So I didn't actually know who Link was until I actually played it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I started renting Zelda games after that.
I think that's the beauty of Smash. Like you'll see a character and like, oh man, that character's like really really cool. Like I want to try out his game. It was the same with me for a Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was kind of like, how come I can't find Fire Emblem? Little did younger Nathan know it was a Japanese exclusive.
Who's this small boy with a baseball bat?
Yeah. I want to know about him. And my first Smash game was also the one for N64. We went and bought it. I remember seeing the original commercial for it, and I was like blown away. I was like, I could have Mario punch Pikachu in the face, and that's like okay. And I just love the crap out of it. It was a lot of fun. I love the first one, but if I'm gonna be honest, probably Melee is the one I played the absolute most.
I don't think anything can beat the original commercial, though.
Oh yeah,
I remember that commercial
that was
vividly still.
What
Yeah,
song did they play?
Happy Together.
Happy Together.
Yeah.
Turtles, yeah.
Like yeah, the commercial
Something's
making
wrong
skills.
in the world of Nintendo.
It was so perfect too. It was just like he just trips his leg and they just start beating the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, like the Nintendo commercials back then were just completely on point.
They should just do that for Ultimate. Just bring it back.
Oh, that would be
Just
amazing.
bring back the commercial.
No, but just like how like it just have it like be like a bunch of other ones. It's like Mario, like Yoshi, Sonic, and there's like a guy. It's like David Hayter dressed as Snake, and
I just want to see those recent Pikachu like figures that you see in Japan. The recent ones with the 80s. I want to see that one get into a fight. Just have it topple over.
just like freaking body slam people.
Yeah.
So like who do you guys usually play as when you're playing as Smash Brothers? Did you always stick with the same characters or?
Or are we talking like casual, or are we talking competitive?
Well, I mean either one. You know, who do you usually main in these games? It's open. The floor's open to anyone.
I think it's changed over the years. So I almost want to say, because Smash introduced me into Link, I think I was probably playing Link and maybe Pikachu for the most part up until Melee. And then Brawl, I think I dropped Link because I noticed at that point I already noticed like all the changes that were with him.
Yeah, I remember specifically. You were like, "Yo, Link is way too heavy in this game."
Yeah.
You were. I remember that specifically.
I wasn't even like in competitive. I was just like I wasn't even into competitive stuff. I just already could tell the differences, and it was just like, this is too weird for me. So I want to say I was just Pikachu for Brawl. I don't know.
Yeah,
Brawl's almost like a blur for me now.
I mean, we played it a lot in high school, but I do remember you playing a lot of Pikachu.
I think the times that like you and me actually were up against each other, I remember you just picking like Pikachu extensively.
Well, that and you would always pick the Tangerine Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I did pick Luigi because he's kind of like a wild card. But yeah, and then for Smash 4, I just literally did not pick anything else besides Ganondorf. Towards the end of its cycle, I was playing Donkey Kong because I was just like, well, what if I Meteor Smash people in different ways? But like other than that, I was pretty much Ganondorf the entire like play of that game.
Yeah, you were just an absolute beast with Ganondorf, which is a lot of fun. I mean, none of us are super competitive at this game. Cole's trying to pretend like he isn't, but Cole, you ain't going to tournaments.
I have gone to tournaments.
honestly-
We ain't seen you at Evo, Cole.
And don't lie, Anthony. Like, you won a lot of GameStop tournaments to get free stuff.
No. No, especially when you hear when I say what I play as.
Kind of makes me feel bad I never did that myself. I probably could have gotten some free shit myself.
I think in Brawl I made Sonic, because of course it was like mind-blowing that Sonic was in the game.
Yeah, Michael, do you remember that foggy October morning that when Sonic was announced for Brawl?
I remember specifically waking up every morning to see the characters being announced.
Yeah, and then we'd go to school and then we'd talk about it.
Yeah.
That was literally I loved doing that every freaking morning when like it was like Christmas every morning. It was like, oh man, the banana. Let's talk about the banana.
That was like the highlight of like high school.
Yeah, just like going and then but like just randomly in like I think it was October 6th. Like they just dropped Sonic. They're just like, oh yeah, Sonic's gonna be in this game, by the way. Just no big D, guys. No big D.
All the Melee kids growing up were like,
Yeah.
I was actually super surprised I didn't play Sonic, or at least I don't think I was excited about it for Brawl.
Doesn't
Because like
he
I know
the-
as a kid I watched the cartoon, the dorky one.
wasn't he the
religiously.
reason? Wasn't he the reason Smash Balls were banned at tournaments?
I believe
Probably.
so.
I thought it was just because they were just too random, but yeah, I could imagine that he's also the reason, considering Super Sonic is just
Doesn't matter now because
Yep.
transformations are dead.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
But yeah, did you main anyone else like when you?
Of course, like an edgy teenager, I made Meta Knight, but I didn't know how good Meta Knight was.
I'm glad he's not as good as he was now. Just because so that way I could play him and not feel bad.
Yeah, like I remember when we used to play Brawl. Man, this is gonna feel really weird. Like me and Michael are just gonna be like, "Hey, remember all the time we played Brawl and that you two were not involved?" But like whenever we used to have like a Brawl tournament or
So we're setting up Brawl tournaments now. Right?
yeah. Well, Midnight's banned. Just want to let you know first and foremost.
Okay,
we
I'll
can
play
not
as
talk
timers.
about Brawl so that way no one knows I used to be bad at it.
That was pretty good.
Back then I was like the worst player. And then somehow like over Smash 4 period.
Yeah, you just like you evolved into this monstrosity, which
With
was great.
Ganondorf, ironic.
Ganondorf for some reason. All right, Nathan, who do you usually mostly use?
Well, through each iteration, I kind of just migrated from character to character. So, original Smash, I mained Samus for quite a while. Then, when Melee came around, I kind of mained Samus, but then when I unlocked Roy and Marth, I extensively went with Roy. Then, like, got like a little bit of depression when I heard, oh hey, they took out Roy, but we got Ike.
And you're
So-
just like, who the hell is Ike?
no, I knew who Ike was.
Oh yeah, you actually
I
played those games.
I actually did play.
Someone actually played those games.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm honestly, like, a lot of the stuff, it's like, I'm the odd kid that's like, oh, hey, did you play, like, this game? And they're like, no, what the hell are you talking about, man? That's, like, super niche.
You were the guy who actually knew who Shulk was before Shulk happened.
Yeah, I was that guy.
And you were just like, oh, he does a backslash?
Yeah, like, I was honestly, like, I was
Shulk,
yeah, I was really hyped when they announced Shulk. So, for a while, I actually mained him in Smash 4.
Which was really fun, because, like, pretty much you had a really good,
Oh, dude, yeah, like,
you had really, really good timing on when someone was going to attack you, so you can counter them real well.
How do you feel about those changes in Ultimate with the?
I'm actually happy that it's a quick deploy now where you can just select it on the fly, because the cycling system, you couldn't really get what you needed, like, right then and there. But yeah, like, then after Shulk, like, I started playing Corrin and then again Roy. I think, Smash 4 was just the grab bag of characters for me. So I had a good range, but most of them were counter characters because, if I remember right, my cousin, older cousin, mained Marth, and then he kind of looked at me playing Roy and he's like, you need to learn how to counter good. Because, and so it was just like, see, if I do this, you need a counter. Like, check out how I counter. Like, I'm just wiping the floors. So that's when I learned this is how you counter good. And I remember, when Corrin dropped, you were there, Anthony.
Yeah, it was
like it was a hellscape.
It was absolutely horrible.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know, when Corrin counters, it's like, it's an explosion. The hitbox is just fucking everywhere. You can't.
It hits from both sides.
Yeah,
too.
And above you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and above. There were times where I was just minding my own business, being Kirby flying above him, and he's just like, oh, someone triggered him.
Yeah, I think at like the peak counter for Corrin, I could easily get like 6 people within it. Like it was just crazy. Like,
well, Corrin isn't that the only one that can counter at 0% and kill, depending on the.
Oh
move?
yeah. Like
I wouldn't be surprised.
he was
over
great.
time, didn't
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait, No, if you ain't playing Pink Corrin,
you just don't play Corrin at all.
But yeah, like I think the most recent one, like I played the ever-loving hell out of Corrin, mostly because of that counter, and I just abused the ever-loving shit out of it because people don't learn.
Yeah, that was the main thing.
I think that's why I like Ganondorf, because of side grab. I really hate counters. So like any character that has like a command grab is just so good. And then no one knows how to counter Ganondorf's grab either, which is even better.
That was your freaking favorite thing to do too. It was just like, and if you had one stock above someone, it was like it wasn't even a contest.
You could still do it, like even if you had the same stock, you would still win. But I heard in Ultimate they finally changed it.
Well,
they fixed it on Bowser's side.
They did it
but
for
they didn't
Bowser.
fix it for Ganondorf.
Yeah, they didn't fix it for Ganondorf. I almost felt it was fair though, because Bowser had more of an upper hand than Ganondorf did. But now I feel like, I think it's at this point where they should. I think you could smash out of it too now. So, rest in peace, Ganondorf. Genocide.
Which is honestly kind of funny because he's Sakurai's favorite character to play as. But yeah, he's the most nerfed character out of them all.
Well, I don't know. I think Greninja probably got the most nerfs out of everyone.
See, and what happened to Greninja? I always heard the jokes, but I never saw the patch notes.
I don't know either. Like, I don't even know the exact details, but I do know that when they decided to take some things out of Smash directly, it like indirectly nerfed Greninja as well, because a lot of what Greninja had to do with like main mechanics. I forgot what was called exactly, but like where if you can dash and then you cancel into an up smash. So Greninja, he had that sweet spot of when his twin blades would hit, and it was a lot easier to hit that if you were sliding up smashing. But now that they took it out, it was almost impossible to hit it. And they'd be like, well, okay, fine. But the thing is, his up smash outside that sweet spot was actually really bad. So by hardly getting that sweet spot, he pretty much got nerfed that way. I know he did get nerfed in other like ways.
Yeah, I just remember like reading the patch notes. It was like, and Greninja's like side air, like now does 2% less damage. It's like, why?
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't bothering anyone.
I kind of feel like that's the issue with Greninja. It's just like he doesn't kill like at all. Like you attack for. I remember playing Greninja for a while, and it's like I hit someone for as long like a full straight minute, and maybe they'll have like 50 damage, and they'll hit me like once, and I have 70. And I was just like, I feel like Pikachu does more damage and has more kill potential, and he's a small rat.
I remember, the glory, like the peak of Smash 4. Greninja was basically, the current joke for a Mercy from Overwatch is like, something went wrong, time to nerf Mercy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Diddy Kong's too powerful, gotta nerf Greninja. Was the main joke I've heard.
Yeah. But as for me, when I played Smash, I pretty much just cycled the same characters, and I just kept pushing them. I never dropped anyone because I always like kept trying to use them, even if I like sucked at them. When I played Smash 1, it was just always Kirby, Yoshi, and Ness, even though I was god awful at Ness. And then it just kept. Then in Melee, I don't think I changed it up that much in Melee. And then in Brawl, I added DD and Wario. Then in 4, I played a little bit of Little Mac. I wasn't the best at him, but I did like him a lot.
Little Mac is still
yes,
kinda
Cole.
fun.
I was the best Little Mac.
Yeah, you were a real good Little Mac. I actually really did miss. I actually really miss playing early Smash 4 because I would equip Little Mac with the alternate standard B, where like he got the electric slide that just dashes you throughout the entire stage. So we would be playing, and I'd just be like,
Oh my god, yeah, I'm having flashbacks on that. Like, they were locked away then after you mentioned it. Oh god.
So I would just be in the corner and just be like, charge him a punch, being like, here I come, I am Cinnamon. Just zip through everybody, and then just like pick off the ones that are just being stunned right now.
Oh, custom moves.
I love them. That was probably my favorite custom move.
Low key, you might be missed in Ultimate.
Yeah.
They're probably not coming back.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mains just never changed, and I think it's just because I just like those characters a lot. Though, like, I think that originally I thought that I was just mostly a Kirby main, but I think it's slowly just morphed into me being a Yoshi main.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop Ganondorf though. By Ultimate.
You don't
I don't
want
know
us
if this is the right time to bring it up in this segment.
Whatever.
but I'm just like, I don't like the changes that they did with him.
What they changed exactly?
So,
He's faster now.
well, I think the faster is fine, but you know how everyone wanted him to have his sword moves?
Yeah.
And he finally does.
Yeah.
But I actually think that makes him more of a...
He's a Fire Emblem character now.
yeah, he's like he's more of a copycat character now than he ever was, because yeah, he had a lot of Captain Falcon's moves, but they were a lot slower and a lot laggier, and they were stronger. You know, so like for example, Captain Falcon's up kick, he would kick like multiple times, and Ganondorf would just have one solid kick. But now his smash attacks are literally derived from Ike and Cloud. So it's almost like he's just taking more from other characters.
Yeah, that is a weird combination.
And I feel like if they really wanted to change him at the core, they should have changed his special moves, because his special moves are what make him the biggest like Captain Falcon comparison, which was his Warlock Punch, the Wizard Kick, and the Dive. Now, I'm not saying they're bad moves, but I feel like if they really wanted to change him, they should have focused on those and not his standards, because his standards were already at least slow and stronger enough for as a comparison to Captain Falcon. But the one core stuff that he had with him is still there.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense he still has Warlock Punch to me, or Warlock Kick. He could probably have the Dive, even though I know there's people like, why can't we just make him fly? He flies an ocarina at a time. I'm willing to just let that one go.
Just
Like,
give
if he
him
can't
Peach
fly,
Fly.
he can't fly. But
They
I
should give
think
him like a slow. They should make him have like a slow-moving fireball that you can
yeah,
hit back.
they really should have focused on changing those. And I don't know for what reason they decided to let him still have that strong kick where he charges it up and then lets it down. I have
was
no
up
idea
tilt?
why they still keep that, because it's god awful and it never gets used.
Isn't that his up tilt?
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
up tilt.
I actually heard it's actually faster now.
I think it is, but it's still,
It was
very
mostly
situational.
for that 2-frame.
Yeah, I mean, especially since Warlock Kick or Warlock Punch is pretty much the same thing. So it's almost like, why do you need two moves that, end up doing the same thing?
Yeah, I got you.
So I think I might drop him. I'll give the swords a try, but the way it looks almost slower. But if it still has like the same knockback as his old moves, maybe.
And the
But I
same
will
half
know. I
digit?
do notice that like his up smash does not come out as nicely as his up kick, because I used to fake people out with that.
Yeah,
Now
you
I
did-
won't be able to do
yeah.
it anymore, so I'm kind of disappointed. But it's okay, because Pikachu's got Libre outfit, and there's nothing in the world that's gonna prevent me from playing Pikachu now because of that. I just have to go back to it now.
In Smash 4, I mained. I really wanted to main Ice Climbers, but 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to main Lucas, but of course, he didn't exist at the time. Thank God Sakurai invented DLC. So I
Thank God
made
he
Ness and Little Mac at the time, and then as soon as all the DLC dropped, I picked up Lucas. Loved him. He feels great, better than Brawl. And then Cloud came out,
Oh god.
the pay-to-win character as he stands.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I also picked
Yeah.
I really don't like Cloud.
Dude, me, Ant, and Michael, the get-togethers for it. That one person just spam the limit break. Just spam.
I spam up air.
At least you spam like the up air, man. God.
Down tilt to up air, true combo.
Pretty sure there's a YouTube video that shows like Cloud's hitboxes.
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like
Pointed, yeah.
ridiculous, and I'm like,
Yeah, he's just in a giant red jello.
Like, I'm actually going to get those 3 mains on my arm. That's a tattoo.
I straight.
Don't.
Jesus.
Don't.
Maybe
hold.
ice climbers too, depending how good they are.
Actually, I actually should have noted that's actually who I was missing in Melee. I actually played a little bit Ice Climber because I like their little hammers.
It was pretty sad. Even if you didn't play them, just knowing that they weren't there. I think that and the other characters who also didn't make it.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah, I was mostly
Like
sad.
Roy.
I was.
yep.
I was actually honestly sad about Wolf.
Yeah, me too. I think I know why. We had a
Yeah,
friend who played
it's-
Wolf.
You can just say Juan. You could just go. And,
Hi Juan, we miss you. Come home, Juan.
we miss you so much.
This is a call out moment.
Call out moment for no joke when they actually did announce like everybody comes back. The first thing I was like, Wolf's back, and that means Juan's gonna be happy.
Juan's gonna come home. Juan's back. Yeah, I actually had the exact same thought. It's really funny because that's specifically. It's almost like it was a trigger. Like I all of a sudden like these memories came flushing back. It's like Juan.
He was such a good friend. Juan was a mutual friend of Michael and I's when we were in high school, and he was a really fun friend. But he just had a lot of family drama, and because of that, we just lost communications with him, and it was just hard to get a hold of him. So we have no idea where. It's not like we were ended on bad terms. We just it's just life happened. But if you ever listen to this one, just know that we miss you. We still love you, and we hope that you playing Wolf will be as fun as it always was.
If you're listening, kids, don't play the game of life.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But let's move on to something less depressing.
It's not depressing. We're just saying how much we miss our friend and how much he was a cool guy.
Yeah, and how man we used like back when Brawl like had its really shitty internet. Me and Juan I would just be like, yo, bro. I would literally call him up on my phone, and I'd just be like having the phone on my shoulder and just like playing Brawl, and he just sniping him as the Wario Man with my fucking bike from across the stage, and then bitching about how Pit can't kill.
Dude, Pit was my main in Brawl.
And how did it feel not to be able to kill anything?
I didn't care. I was just annoying to projectile characters.
I just played him for his voice.
Oh, hey, can we talk about Smash 4 Fox's voice and how god awful it was?
Yeah. I actually, my little brother, he was the main person I would play Smash with. I felt so bad for him because when he played Smash 4 for the first time and he picked up Fox, he was like, this doesn't feel right. They ruined him. They ruined everything good about him. They switched to Villager and just like was like the most annoying piece of shit. And then just started the whole phrase of I die on my own terms, so don't fucking KO me.
Did they fix Fox over time? I heard that Fox was like really bad at the start of Smash 4, and then they fixed him.
I hope so.
I
mean, my brother's not gonna play him anymore.
Honestly, I don't care. I super hate Fox and Falco because back in Melee, I used to play with junior high like friends, and there's this one guy who was always super good at Falco, and it was just like I hated them ever
Vietnam
since.
flashbacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about that guy from high school who played when we were playing Mario Kart DS, and he always played Dry Bones and just like fucking smoke us.
I remember that guy.
I hate that
We
guy.
all teamed up just to get him out of first place. It was
And-
really funny.
Yeah, like legit, like I'd be like, I'm in second place. Who has a red shell? Who has a red shell? I have a red shell. Pull them up. Pull them up. We all back and just tried, and we could never beat him. Though unless we went to Cocoa Mountain, then I'd fucking thrash his ass.
He had the magic power of drifting,
Yeah,
which
he-
apparently we were just all too stupid to realize it was a thing.
I could snake on like the levels that had like more open spaces, like Luigi's dream, like the Luigi course. Like I can snake on that, but nobody can snake on Cocoa Mountain, so it was all even there. But speaking of stages, what are you guys' favorite stages besides Final Destination and
Fox only,
Battlefield?
no items. For me, it'd always have to be Kirby's Dream Land.
for Melee?
Smash 4 and Melee.
That one's a lot of fun.
And then what's the one Link map where it plays Gerudo Valley?
Oh, that
yeah,
one.
that one.
I don't really like that one that much. Honestly, I think that my favorite Zelda map is probably it's probably either the pirate ship or the one from 64.
I would like it for the music, but not the.
Yeah,
actual
that's
stage
why I
itself.
played it, for
Like,
the
if you want to
music.
bring it up in the music section, that'd be fine. But I don't remember what stages I liked from like the old ones. I know I had some ones I really liked.
Snakes was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Shadow
Yeah.
Moses.
Shadow-
That was
yeah.
it was a pretty fun one.
I just like that one because you can just like tick 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 tick. You can just like hit the walls just over again.
Just took it.
Yeah.
I'll admit though, like I think the reason why is because after Brawl, when he introduced custom stages, me and my sister would just make a ton of like fuck you stages where you'd be like constantly clustered in a box, and the only way you can like get out is if you got pocketed like a billboard ball. You would just have to be spanked, like ricocheted constantly until you fall out like by clipping through the because you had like 900 damage.
Do you remember the? I feel so bad for you guys because none of you know this, but Michael, do you remember like when custom stages first came out and I made that like chimney house stage, and I made sure it was freaking perfect so you actually spawned in the house and literally it just was this little shaft that you had to just. It wasn't just like a little hole. It was like a shaft you had to just like perfectly sling yourself through. Like literally the only person who was good at that stage was Jigglypuff because like her throw was just perfect.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Actually, legit, yeah, I remember that.
As a kid, I never understood why she couldn't up B.
Yeah.
I feel like, even though ironically enough, I played a shit ton of Smash 4, I only played it on my 3DS. But if I had to pick favorite stages from that game, I would want to say the Pokemon stage, the like champion one, where it's like that blue
yeah,
circle.
yeah.
I don't know, that one just looks really beautiful to
Yeah,
me.
the Kalos Pokemon League.
Yeah, it's just really nice to look at. That and even though I never got the DLC stages, I think the Wind Waker one looks really nice. It's the one where you fight on the boat, but if you play the Omega stage, you play on those platforms from Wind Waker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really like creative, and I really like those stages in particular. I want to say one of my favorite ones from like the older games were like the Donkey Kong stage and the Termina Zelda stage.
Oh, the one that was just like a giant bridge.
Yeah, or the one with the giant turtle from Melee.
Oh, that one. No,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. That one and the Donkey Kong one from Melee are.
I kind of like the Poke Floats one.
I like Pokemon.
Never.
That one's kind of fun to like fuck around on, but it was never like fun to actually play like on.
Yeah, it's never fun competitively. It's just like, especially if your character has like shitty recovery.
Did we start playing competitively in Brawl, or was that?
We played a little bit. I think it's pretty much.
Because I think we still played around on like all the fantasy stages. I actually do kind of feel regretful that now that Smash 4 is over, pretty much.
It's not over.
Oh, but like we're moving on to Ultimate soon, and I've never really played any of the stages normally. Like I never played the stages that like the Mario stage that transforms into like Bowser's head and all that stuff.
Actually, not gonna lie, I actually kind of do feel the same way with Smash 4.
Yeah. I made kind of like a deal with my sister. We're like, hey, when we get Ultimate, let's make a deal to at least sometimes play the stages the way they were
The
designed.
way God
God intended,
Sakurai.
and yes, God Sakurai intended, but also sometimes turn items on. We'll just put it on low, and we'll just build our way up to it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I almost feel bad that I pretty much the entire of Smash 4 was just like, okay, Omega stages, 2 stocks, let's go, that's it.
Yeah, I actually am 100% on board with you because like literally when I was playing Smash 4, I was like, man, I just feel like I just did not get my worth out of it. And like I loved Smash 4. It was a lot of fun. I love Smash Run and all that fun stuff, and I do have a lot of good memories. And here I come, I am Cinnamon and Unleash the Beast.
I remember those. I remember those.
Both of those were for Little Mac.
Yep.
I'm really glad that they're bringing the Animal Crossing Island.
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah.
HD.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was a good stage.
But no, I just feel that like I should have played with items on more, and I should have.
Yeah.
I should have did that more because I honestly feel like being Mr. 2 stock Omega stage, we gotta play serious all the time, really just drains the game a lot faster than.
Yeah.
And also, it's just like I'm guessing that's also why we didn't play it that much. Like.
Oh yeah, very much so.
As a group, because
yeah, our core group, it was very much we needed like do it competitively, like only like Omega stages or Battlefield.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just like, I just want to play the game as it was made.
Yeah, and I think that like a lot of people in our circle of friends that aren't the best at Smash really got turned off by that because especially since there was like an easy plateau where it was like, oh, Anthony and Jersey are on this level and everyone else is kind of down here, and items really would have kind of fluctuated.
Very much so, and I remember Hoffy trying to explain it to me. It's like, oh, this is why we don't do like items and stuff.
I think what it is, it's not that you don't like items or the weird stages. It's just more like
that one person.
I just think by the time Smash 4 came out, we were just all had the mentality of like, I want to play based off my skill, and I don't want random variables to get in the way.
Like, you mean, like patches.
But yeah, I feel like it's not so much we hate the other stuff, it's just more like that mentality kind of grew.
Yeah, and we just didn't want to get cheated out of it. We didn't want someone to pull a Pokeball out and then just Entei us to death. And
pretty much, which is kind of sad because the Pokeballs and the assists, I think, are like one of the best items in like the game. Period.
My favorite Pokeball to get in Brawl was Mew. Get that free music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was just.
Why isn't there no favorite Pokeball segment?
That would be a great feature for Smash Ultimates. Select certain Pokemon so you can only like battle with.
How awesome would it be?
Only make a Ditto mirror matches.
How awesome would it be if there's like, hey, we brought everything back, even all the old Pokemon, and you just see like the old Beedrill 2D sprites. And then you see like the Clefairy metronome version of it. We just see floating Clefairy swarm the screen.
I miss Clefairy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was my favorite thing was when Clefairy imitated Hitmonlee. And you just like see this Clefairy. It's just a stupid sprite. It's like Clefairy. It just like just tackles him. It was so good.
Come on, Sakurai, bring all the old Pokemon back. I want Electro to be in 2D pixels.
You still pick him up and throw.
He's just in 2D.
For me, some of my favorite stages. Honestly, I just love Corneria from Melee. I just love. I mean, I know it was also in Brawl as well, and I know it's also, just that level.
Yeah,
it's just good.
It's a solid stage.
It's nice and big. It has like there's a nice fun zone in the back, and
there's a little bit of tomfoolery, but without it being too much. Like,
yeah. It's not like it's like lasers everywhere. It's like sometimes you might get shot.
Sometimes you end up on the cannons on the bottom and you're fucked.
Because you're playing a character who has bad recovery. And you're like, well, I guess this is my home now. And then
it blows up on you. I always thought that was the greatest part because it gives you this false sense of security when you first started. You're like, oh, I could just stay here and I'll be safe. Boosh!
I'm in danger now.
You could break them too, huh? And then you wouldn't be able to stay on them. Which
is
even more funnier.
I think once you broke it, it was gone.
Yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
I think go check
that out. Wild times.
Wild times. I remember, I think the first time I actually did that, I was playing as Link, and like I missed the grapple, but like it still like caught onto the lower thing, and then just pulled me out. I was like, oh, I didn't know I could hang out here. And then charged up and I died.
Yo. What a trap. That was such a trap. It's great.
Do you have any favorite stages?
Actually, before like the podcast started, I'm like, wait, I didn't remember the stages, so I had to like, I had to like go onto the wiki and be all like, okay, here's the list. But yeah, I remember a lot of the Melee and Brawl stages, but I wouldn't say I have a favorite one. More of like a gimmick. Like I love the transition stages where it's like, oh, you're on one stage, then it transitions to another one. And a lot of the stages, like the WarioWare Inc. one, where there's stuff that you do just to keep you on like your toes and stuff.
The WarioWare is like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was like, I remember having like a lot of fun times with that in my circle of friends back in high school. Like,
rest in peace, Miiverse.
Yeah.
Like, let's just bring it up. Rest in peace, that horrible stage.
No,
with just all the terrible memes.
That stage is amazing.
Too soon.
No, they had movie spoilers at one point. It was terrible.
Well, that's your own damn fault.
I mean, I don't even watch movies, but I was like, hey, this is gonna make somebody mad.
That's great. Oh, I miss me. I loved the Meverse stage. It was so bad.
No, it would be really cool to see those like really nice looking drawings.
The really good
Oh, yeah,
drawings.
yeah.
And then you get like the really bad ones.
I loved it when they were just like freaking meta as hell. Like when you just have like someone playing a Samus and then someone was like, "Why can't Metroid crawl in this game?"
The saddest one, because I play Lucas a lot, would be Klaus isn't coming back.
Oh, jeez.
I'll tell you what stages I don't like. Every Metroid stage.
No,
Aw.
the Kraid one is fun.
No, I never liked the whole.
You don't
lava
like
thing.
the I'm going to dump you off the stage and lava stage? Those are the best
Maybe
kind
the one
of
where you
stages.
spin around the giant
Yeah.
rock one. That one's okay, but
Yeah,
honestly, I
that's the Kraid
didn't.
one.
But even then, I was just like, whenever I had random, I was like, I gotta play a Metroid stage.
I hated 75 meters.
Oh,
yeah.
The Donkey Kong one.
That one just does not work.
Yeah.
What? That was for like they bring the worst stage from Brawl back, and now it's gonna be an Ultimate too.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, like,
Is that the
That's the Donkey Kong one.
That's the Donkey Kong
The
arcade
old
one.
arcade one.
I hate that one too.
Yeah, it was
that one's really
like-
bad.
I like how we're just like I'm just like on the donkey. Oh, I'll talk about our favorite stages.
I
Let's
think,
just
yeah,
talk
I-
about which ones we hate.
yeah, I got like really disappointed on that one, so I had to go into like a custom making stages. So I made the classic, barrels coming down kind of stage, and so yeah, it was just like, okay, we're gonna just do this, and it's going to be like rolling crates and barrels, nothing in them.
I think this is also why we had that like competitive mentality, because by the time Brawl and Smash 4 came out, all the stages were so gimmicky.
Yeah, like hand and bow.
Yeah.
Why is hand and bow back? Who wanted hand and bow?
Sakurai.
No. Nobody likes hand and bow.
Like I like the Donkey Kong Fall stage.
No,
I
that's,
felt like
no,
was
that
the
stage
simple-
was awful.
Yeah, it was the one with the barrel at the bottom. Not the orange
Oh,
one.
I thought you were talking
the
about
one
that-
from Melee.
I
Oh,
thought-
that's Donkey
oh.
Kong 64.
Yeah. No, I know what you're.
the one with the rock on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a solid one.
That one's fine. I thought you were talking about the one where you had that's this auto scroller from Brawl.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Because that level is stupid and horrible, and it has that one stupid spike that just comes out of nowhere and just instant kills you, and you're just like, what the hell?
Auto scroll stages
What was
were a mistake.
what was that one? It was like you were in a cave with minecarts. in
Oh,
Smash
that was
4?
a
Oh,
a
yeah.
Great Cave Offensive, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really wish this level didn't suck because I love the Great Cave Offensive.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad I never played it enough to really get the experience out of
Don't.
that.
If you played,
It was
one-on-one,
way too
It was
big.
too
It's
big.
too big.
Yeah.
Way too big.
Yeah.
I'm glad that a Kirby stage is the biggest stage in the game, but
Which one?
that's a Kirby stage.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the Kirby. Oh, I've never played a Kirby game. Sue me.
I gotta go.
Looks like we're gonna have to go to Games for Less or something and pick you up some games then.
No, just get him
Well,
Superstar.
I know which
and-
episode he's not going to be.
No, we just need to get you Superstar Ultra, and then just like based on what you liked from it, we'll just go and point you in the right direction. It'll be fine.
Not just
Me,
give him
but
Amazing Mirror.
is the best.
Yeah, amazing.
Wasn't that the co-op one?
Yeah.
yeah. It was pretty interesting. Like the AI was really, really good on it as well.
Low
Yeah.
key Game Boy games are like one of the best. Like,
Yeah, it was-
the
it was
Game Boy
weird.
Advance games are super
My,
good.
my favorite one was Fire Emblem Radiata Story, or it was Radiata Stories, right? Stone. No. Fuck. Sacred. I don't remember.
Minish Cap is
Sacred
like
Stone?
the one Zelda game that I really liked as a handheld. So
Honestly, yeah, that
that's like the
was-
one I would honestly just keep rebuying over and
Yeah.
over.
It was Sacred Stones, by the way.
That was a good one. Like
Roddy Hotta Stones. Rada Stones. All right.
Anthony,
For
you
the
made me tell
Pokemon
him.
stages, they just kept bringing back the Pokemon Stadium, huh? For
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
3
iconic,
installments.
man.
Yeah, it's great though, and
Yeah.
I love pausing it whenever the ice one comes up because then you can go and rotate the camera and see Sakurai's cat.
The cat's probably dead by now.
No, Brawl's been out for 10 years.
I
And
thought it was in Melee.
was it?
They
was
have
in
two
Melee.
versions of that
Yeah,
stage,
two
believe
Melees.
it or not. They
Yeah.
have Pokemon Stadium and then Pokemon Stadium 2.
It
The
should-
one where the windmills have a body block.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was just about to say, I don't even remember what the difference was. I know they have different transformations.
Yeah, they have different transformations. That's pretty much it.
See, that's why I kind of like the League one, because it's pretty much the same shit, but
Yeah.
at least it doesn't look the same. Like the water one's just like, okay, prepare to get flooded.
Speaking of transformation stages, though, I promised someone I would have to tell this story, so I'm going to tell this story. So we were playing...
Shameless advertisement.
Yeah, well, I told you. All right, so we were playing on the Fire Emblem level that transforms from...
From Brawl?
Yeah, from Brawl. I was playing as Wario, and this one stupid person we know was playing as Lucario.
I wonder who that stupid person was.
And so that like it was just between me and him, and I was like at the 70 mark, and he was like kind of like in the he was like 80s or 90s, but like he had like a full charge, and he probably could have KO'd me. And so I picked up the Franklin badge, and he didn't know I picked up a Franklin badge.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
And so mid-transformation, I'm all like, bruh, hit me with your best shot. I will tank it. I'm going to tank this right here, right now. And so he's like, yeah, sure. And he throws his he's like fully charged aura sphere at me. Just dink, flies back at him, kills him. And he was so flabbergasted because he missed the part where I was wearing the Franklin badge. And the best part was when I won, I got the Wario victory screen where he's just on the floor laughing his ass off. And so I just started mimicking it because that's how I felt. All right, so... You know what? I think I'm just gonna skip favorite songs. You guys want to talk about music or?
I have a few songs.
Yes.
All right. Open the floor to music.
Sonic Heroes.
Oh,
Brawl.
that was a pretty decent
The
one.
Sonic final.
Well, see, I played Sonic Heroes growing up, so when I heard that in the full version of it, I was like,
Yeah.
Actually, I was just about to say about the music segment. I actually don't remember that many songs because I'm a terrible person when it comes to music. But I will admit that I really like the Animal Crossing ones. Specifically the Bubblegum one.
Oh, KK Bubblegum was really good.
And the Captain one from the 3DS.
Oh, Captain one's for free. I thought you're gonna bring up KK Rider.
That one's good too. I think all of them are really solid. It's really weird because when I think about my favorite franchises like Pokemon, I'm like, I actually don't like any of the Pokemon songs.
I think the one from 4 was pretty good. The one that they used for Charizard's trailer. But that's just because there's this one part that just goes right into the old battle theme from Red and Blue, and I think that they did that really well. But
did they ever have what's it called, Cynthia's battle music?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
that was a good one.
They like went crazy with the piano. The end theme's pretty good.
But I don't know. I feel like Animal Crossing had really solid picks. I know other franchises did though. Like Donkey Kong had really good ones. I know when we made custom stages, we had this one stage in 4, me and my sister, and it was just your basic you can't get out stage, because we do that a lot. But we picked that one Yoshi song, the Woolly World one, but it sounds like it's badly tuned, out of tune. So every time we played that stage, you just have to hear it. And it was just like this most obnoxious, it just felt like it fit the theme. It was like, we're just stuck here with this stupid song forever. And it was great.
It's honestly surprising that they actually took a song from Yoshi's New Island, a game that's mostly known for having terrible music, and they actually made it actually sound good for the new game. I probably have the biggest affinity for the original Melee soundtrack because I had the CD and
I don't know if it's just me, but every time I play Smash 4, it's always playing the Melee menu music. I'm like, stop! I'm not one of those Melee lovers.
I take a shower every day.
Why are you doing this to me? I never understood it, but I feel like I get it. Either I just notice it every time, or I just get it more times than anyone else does.
To be fair, I crank up that slider for the Melee music just because it's super iconic. And it gets you pumped.
It is good.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how often it shows up.
I'd say some of the newer tracks got me pumped. The airship Mario 3 one, that got me pumped, mostly because the composer, I really love his work. and especially like most of his work is just really, really niche Game Boy Advance games, which are pretty underappreciated. Also some like the remakes for like the Golden Sun track, that medley that really got me pumped and going for whenever it came on.
I think the Zelda song that we brought up earlier is really good.
Yeah, that's
That one is
Oh,
a really
Corridor
solid.
Valley?
Yeah, that one's just really
Yeah,
good.
with the Spanish
See,
guitar.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know who -8 is.
yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk
Yeah.
about that.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, so fuck off with that.
Yeah.
As for me, like when I think about music, it's a lot of mixed things with Melee and all that stuff. Probably my favorite song though currently is the one from what's it called? It's one from Smash 4. It was that theme for that assist trophy guy who like it's a samurai guy and he like throws his little sword out.
Oh yeah.
I do like the
Mysterious-
Captain Falcon
Yeah.
songs, like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those
really
are always good. Those are classics. Especially same with Curb, like the Falcon Punch song.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, difficult challenge. Pick a song that you liked from the original.
Punch, Falcon, punch, Falcon, Falcon, punch, Falcon, punch. Then it just cuts to
Yeah.
like
Hey.
that's the best song from Melee. Then maybe like the no, I really like the Metal Mario song from Melee, but it's really weird to listen to because it doesn't have obnoxious clanking in the background. Which isn't part of the song, but if I don't hear clonk, 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 it just doesn't work. Fighting polygons were pretty cool too.
Yeah, those are fun. Rest in peace, Donkey Kong rap. We'll never get the original ever again.
Yep.
Did you hear that they like put it in Ultimate, but they like cut out? They just cut
Yeah, I
out,
heard a lot of complaining about that.
They cut out Chunky's part for some reason.
Oh.
Maybe it just got too lengthy.
I don't know. Like you already just, I guess just like.
Maybe they hate him because they're just like maybe making a Donkey Kong like a Kong character that's stronger than Donkey Kong doesn't make sense. So they just cut him out.
Well, he's slow. That's his problem. In both versions. Anyways, actually, though, to be honest, my new favorite song is that goddamn Gangplank Alley, and that is
Ooh.
just,
Oh yeah.
it's so good, and I'm so glad that Nintendo has given us enough of it, so that way people can splice together a 2-minute and 23-second version of it. Even if I have to hear Snake getting his butt beat, I don't care. I just get to. That song is just so good, and I'm like, it's goddamn beautiful, and I'm like, well, I need more David Wise music in this game.
I feel like I should say the Bayonetta songs are good, but I think they're just literally ripped from the actual game.
Yeah,
Probably.
So I really wish that we got Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
I think there might be legal reasons with that one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've talked enough about like. I think that we've talked nearly an hour about just the general stuff that we like about Smash, so you guys get like a nice feel about who we are. So let's just go into it. How do you guys feel about Smash Ultimate currently? As it stands, as we know, how do you guys feel about it? Are you guys hyped? Are you guys excited? Do you guys think this is probably terrible and it should be a mistake and Sakurai should be sent back to Hawaii for another year of vacation?
There's something that worries me is like the grabbing mechanics, like throws. It kind of looks like it's harder to follow up with throws now. Like it seems like they just get launched further.
I think that they probably did that on purpose because wasn't Smash 4 just that was all it was? It was just down throw and then combo into that.
There was a lot of that for certain characters. I know it was like that for Luigi.
I remember that was like
R.I.P. Luigi.
for NES too.
Yeah. Well,
But you got to think some characters needed it. They didn't really have a nice toolkit.
honestly,
Right.
almost want to say I never understood the reason for throws or grabs like ever.
It was to beat shields.
They were the beat shields, but like they're always so weak. Like only like a few selected characters actually had throws that killed. And I think Smash 4 kind of fixed that, so they at least combo. But if what you're saying is like you can't combo out of them, then I feel like they're just gonna lose purpose again. I don't know. Like
I mean, I'm still grabbing as NES because that back air is just, it's deadly, man.
That throw-
I personally like Donkey Kong's back air because he's just like, bye.
Bye-bye. I love Mario's back throw. Full blown spin. But yeah,
I am interested to see how the that new air dodge mechanic can play out.
yeah. Actually, I'm actually really excited for that, just because like it's very risk reward. It's like you either get that really good dodge, but you can't just spam it over and over again like you could in the other games.
It's once you do it, you can't air dodge anymore, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna fuck it up a lot.
Well,
I
yeah.
seriously think because the way I play, I'll be holding the analog stick as I dodge, and I'll be like dodging in that position.
I think you have to air dodge and then flick it.
Okay, maybe that. Okay, because I was gonna say if I'm holding it, because knowing me, I'll probably will be. I'm gonna be just moving in directions. And I don't intentionally mean to do it. I'm just gonna
all
learn to
Melee
stop.
fanboys are going nuts over that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
But I will miss just being able to just spam that thing and just like dodge 8 attacks.
I will miss magnet grabbing.
Oh, they fixed it?
Yeah, Ganondorf, when he used to recover, like the ledge is like maybe a foot away from him, and he's just like whoop. But I heard they got rid of it, so I'm just like, well, here's another reason why I'm dropping Ganondorf. He just has even worse recovery by extension of that. If I had to say, I'm overall excited about the game. I feel like the things that bother me about Ganondorf, which I think is literally the only thing, it doesn't ruin the experience for me. I'm like pretty open-minded to everything that's changing because I'm sure I'll adapt to it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they've done a good job at hyping it up, and I think they've done a lot of good things to improve it. I don't know how it's gonna look in competitive, but it's not like I actually paid attention to competitive anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like I played that way, but I never like learned all the details and all that.
I feel like it's more catered to casual and competitive, like kind of like Smash 4 was.
Probably, hopefully, a
Right.
better job at it too.
Because
Brawl was their attempt at casual play, and that just failed.
Yeah.
But I still had a lot of fun with Brawl. I
Yeah.
had a lot.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Brawl was
I can't
what you
say I
played
had
with
it.
your friends.
Yeah. I can't say I had bad experiences with Brawl.
None of these games are bad.
No.
No, none of them.
Except Melee.
Except Melee.
Melee was a glitch fest, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed all of them. There was never a Smash game where I was just like, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I do miss? And I actually really like the fact that they have something at least a close resemblance to it. In the original Smash game, if you played Pikachu and you thunder shocked someone, they would have like their skeletons appear.
Oh, they actually put that back in?
No, but sadly no. But the closest thing is like when you get shocked, they kind of flash blue and black. So it's almost like if you would see the skeletons there, but it's kind of like
still
a
not a final game though.
yeah. So it would have been so cool if they put that in Ultimate. I'm not gonna lie. You can imagine seeing all 70 plus characters and their skeletons, and you see Kirby's, and the Kirby's just like a nothing.
Black ball.
Just like a black ball. And then like maybe Game & Watch is just like nothing. He just disappears for like a second. But yeah.
Bayonetta had her giant giraffe leg shown. I want to know this. I want to know the skeleton structure of Sonic. How does that work?
Bayonetta's is the one I want to see. Just I want to see how that big calf bone it's just. Oh man, yeah, those are the good old days. That would have been so cool if they had that. But I do like how the effects, like the blue lightning after effects or the fire, seems to be more apparent in this game. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of remember. I don't like what they did to Bowser, like how he looks more realistic. If you notice, he looks a lot more cartoony and more like colorful in Smash 4.
I think everybody's a little bit more colorful.
But in Ultimate, he's actually toned down. Like they desaturated him, and I don't really like it. But at the same time, I think Smash Ultimate has a more colorful like overall, which
Yeah.
I think is nice. Like aesthetically, I think it's nice overall.
I'm really excited for this game though. Like,
overall.
Yeah. As soon as they said everybody's coming back, it was such a load off my back, because then you just know. You're just like, oh, literally, we don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about Wolf coming back. I don't have to worry about Ness. I don't have to worry about any of my guys.
There's no like, oh, is my character gonna make it this?
Yeah,
Right,
and we didn't have, because I think that was like something that was annoying about Smash 4.
I could have left Cloud out though.
I think that was something annoying about Smash 4 is like when we were waiting, it's like, who's still back? When they announced Lucina, I didn't give a shit about Lucina. I cared about Captain Falcon.
I was gonna say that Captain Falcon trailer.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, that was just a Captain Falcon trailer, and they just had some Fire Emblem nonsense in
No
it.
joke. I wouldn't have cared if Corrin. Was it Corrin or not Corrin? What's Lucinia's father's name?
Oh, Crom.
Crom.
Crom
I
from the Fire
literally
Emblems.
would not give a shit about him being in the game, but I actually do like the fact he's in the game only because of the Smash 4 trailer. Back where he's just like, maybe I'll get in next game, and he made it in next game. I'm so proud for you. I'm so happy for you. Like, it just feels like a long joke that they waited years just to pull. Like, he's just there just for the joke, and I love that.
I feel like the nice thing is too, we don't have to pay for any of the old characters.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
on the roster as it is.
Yeah,
Before more DLC.
yeah.
God, yeah, that would just be hellish if they did like DLC packs for
100
it.
characters, let's go.
Like, I'm
Dr.
okay with
Luigi
DLC, just not for like old characters.
Right, right.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty scummy. Yeah, it was just such a load off just to read that everybody's back, and it's just, and they literally showed literally everybody, and it was just, yeah, it was so cool to see that, and and like even before that, like we knew that, like when Inkling was just shown, and we just like we're like, we know those.
Once
guys.
Inkling was shown, we knew it wasn't a port anymore.
Yeah.
There's still some debate, but it was leaning towards it's not a port.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I was really excited about Inkling being in, but now I'm at that point where it's like, oh yeah, the Inklings are in. It's really weird. Like, I can't believe that.
It was Ridley.
Yeah.
Ridley took over.
We'll get to that soon.
But was there any characters that were taken out between Melee and Brawl?
Yeah, there
Oh,
was
yeah,
Young
there's-
Link.
Roy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I don't count Young
Pichu.
Link because I just feel like Toon Link was
Mewtwo,
was just
and
like the
Pichu,
proper.
and
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Dr. Mario was in Brawl.
Yeah, he
No.
was. Yeah, he was.
Wait, was
No,
he?
I think he was taken out. He was taken out because he was reintroduced into 4.
Someone looked that up.
Yeah, but I don't know. In my opinion, like I don't want to make people mad when I say this, but I think what they did from Melee to Brawl was trimming the fat because it was
Yeah.
like Pichu and all that stuff. But,
Honestly, I was surprised Pichu came back because I was like,
Me too.
Yeah, same
really?
here.
and I also kind of feel like, I mean, I know there's a lot of Pichu fans, and I'm not gonna try to upset you, but like,
You're wrong.
no, I just like I
It was-
can't get over the whole like you get damage from like
Yeah, and
your
there's
attacks.
Yeah, and there's like no payback.
Wait.
Or
He
Wait.
wasn't in Brawl.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Dr.
I think
Mario was
yeah, and there's
Brawl.
no trade-off for the receiving damage.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of like expecting it's like, oh, the more damage you get, the more stronger your attacks are.
Or maybe
Yeah.
you just have a stronger
And
attack
I
output.
think
or
I
something.
overheard that Pichu had a higher stun. Like there was a
Or
more
something.
stun like that. But I don't feel like any move that causes damage is worthwhile.
Right.
Especially for Charizard when he had his Flare Blitz. I feel like if you're gonna take damage from that, you should have at least hit the person. You shouldn't have to use it as a recovery and take damage for it.
I can feel that.
Yeah.
Especially since like a lot of Pichu's attacks involve electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like half the moveset.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
cut
Yep.
they cut
Yep.
some of them from what Pikachu has, but still. But you know, if they make Pichu fans happy, that's fine.
What was
I
that
know
for?
that. Daily stuff, but I mean, if it makes people happy, that's fine. I just don't see. I'm never gonna touch Pichu. Let's just say. I'm also mad that he took his goggles back. So we could say that as well.
I'm so upset Jigglypuff doesn't have the mango hat anymore. Bandana.
Oh yeah.
Does he still have the straw hat?
I think so.
Okay, that's all I care
I
about.
really wish that like every character had that. Just minor instead of color swaps.
Yeah.
Like instead of Lucario having color, what if they just gave him a hat? Just give him a hat.
I want Lucario with a party hat.
Yeah. Everyone needs a party hat. Mewtwo, you get a party hat. Charizard, Squirtle, you get a party hat.
I want. Oh, that sounds really adorable.
Yeah.
Like Ivysaur puts it on his bulb.
I feel like we should probably talk about Pokemon Trainer as a whole. Like whether
what do you
I
mean?
feel like it's just a gimmick for like the Pokemon. Is he actually a playable character?
like I
I-
mean like do we care that he's back and that Charizard's now part of a crew instead of
I
being
don't
a
mind
solo?
that. I like that they got rid of the stupid. Oh, they get tired after a while. Because then I
Yeah,
get-
that was an odd gimmick.
Yeah, I get what they were trying to do. They don't want people just to play Squirtle because Squirtle was literally the funnest one.
Yep.
But, you know.
Yeah, he looks even better now. Like I can't wait to play Pokemon Trainer just for Squirtle.
Yeah.
But
Though I kind of wish Niran brought this up in my Discord, but he was like, I kind of wish that instead of just Leaf, they actually just did all the trainers, so that would just be the alternate. So instead of like Red and Leaf, you can play as Brendan or Hilda or...
I think that would have been cool, but then it also wouldn't make it... Yeah, it would be a little too much, but I also think it would make sense since none of them would have the Kanto starters. I mean, I know that's kind of a weird excuse.
Gen 6 would.
But I can
Yeah,
see
Gen
that
6 would, but...
Yeah.
But it still would have been nice just to see those, and it would be a nice way to go and differentiate.
I honestly just wish that they would just made them 3 separate characters. Because I never played Charizard, and I don't... but I'm still kind of sad they got rid of his rock move, because that was still kind of like a key part of him in Smash 4.
Yeah, they did steal like the down B from them, and I
Yeah.
am annoyed with that.
I think it would have just been better if they were just separate characters. Maybe they could still be Pokemon trainer, but they would just be like, okay, you got to pick which Pokemon, and the trainer would still show up, but you're only that Pokemon for that entire fight. They would all have their own down B move.
Well, you got to think too. It's like, well, now you can just combo different styles. So now you have like 2 completely different movesets instead of just being interlocking one.
I think that's kind of like the cool, unique part about them. But I still don't like how it pretty much takes down the down.
Now, does it still go in order? Is it go like Squirtle, Venus, or Ivysaur, and then Charizard?
I think like a good fix for that would be something kind of like with Inkling and her reloading. It's not a special move itself. It's a combo between the guard and...
Don't they like you have to hold shield and hold down for that?
Yeah.
If they did it like that, I probably wouldn't have such a problem with it.
Yeah, they probably, and especially if they're gonna make Inkling do that, it would make sense to go and have more characters do that.
Yeah, and it opens up like a pretty big roster or like ideas for different characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly
make Sheik and Zelda back together.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of the thing. Like, it's like you're in a way you're taking Charizard's like I'm a character back to I'm a set of characters. It kind of takes away from him in a way.
To be fair, you viewers and listeners, I'm honestly just mostly shocked because Michael's defending Charizard and talk about how much...
Oh, I know. I hate him with passion. I feel like that's for a Pokemon rant, so not like a Pokemon episode. Maybe when we talk about the new game or something. But low-key, I don't like Charizard, but I guess I'm defending him since I know he's my sister's like one of her favorite characters to play.
More, if you actually knew Michael, it'd be actually high key. He hates Charizard.
Yeah.
Remember that what was her name? That one chick from California who would talk about Pokemon, Takashi or something.
Oh yeah, the one YouTuber.
Yeah, and she was like, Charizard's the most overrated Pokemon, and then like literally like everybody was butt fumbled in the comments.
Yeah.
that was a fun comment section.
I feel like I could go into a full rant about that, but I'm not going to.
Stealth Rocks don't work on Charizard because he flies.
At
You're
least
stupid.
I can make fun of him that he doesn't have his Mega Evolution anymore. They set it back to the Pokemon trainer, like Smash Attack.
Yeah.
Or Final Smash, yeah.
So I guess we'll just go into like each of the newcomers. Just kind of go and list them off real quick. So how do you guys feel currently about Inkling? Like when
I always like Michael, right? Yeah, like Michael said, it's kind of like just he's there.
I actually do like it that they're there. Overall, I'm really happy that they're there. I feel like because they were such a new IP and it was such a successful one, that they should definitely put them into Smash. It's kind of like when I was a kid, I didn't know who Zelda was until I played as Link. In a way, any kids that play Smash Ultimate, if they like the Inklings, maybe it'll get them to play Splatoon 2. I just feel like it's a good IP that they should promote. I don't mean to shit on people when I say this, but like ARMS didn't do good enough. I don't think they should be represented in Smash. If they do, cool. But
I was actually going to argue.
Okay. Well, still, but like I just think like the Splatoon, they did it, they earn it. I think they earned the spot in Smash. So overall, I'm excited. I'm a little bit upset that their signature moves and their ultimate or Final Smash, whatever, is based off Splatoon 1, because it's just going to be a terrible memory knowing that they got rid of all of them for Splatoon 2. Yeah. So every time I play Inkling now, I'll just be like, oh, like smallest tier.
I love the Killer Whale.
The Killer Whale was so good.
That was so much fun in Inkling 1.
I'm pretty sure the reason why they changed all of them, because like all of them were just broken.
Honestly, I feel like, but I actually really like how Inkling has designed it. It feels a lot just like Splatoon 1. And I really love that all the alternate colors are just different outfits that you got to wear.
I really love that aspect. I feel like that was a really smart move.
The only thing is, I'm just like, oh man, if we could have gotten the Ika Musume outfit, that would have been just.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
I would hard main Inkling so fast and never take it off.
It is, but it's the boy version.
Don't care. Put me in those spats.
Yeah, it was also pretty sad that wasn't in the second game as well. Well.
To be fair though, like Splatoon was like they did not know like if it was gonna do well, so just
fuck it.
Yeah, so they were just like, you know what? If some weirdo who made an anime about squid people wants in, why not? If we can sell 2 or 3 more games, let's just pray it works. And it just worked out swimmingly.
I just thought it was really cute that the artist behind that was just like, I really like Splatoon. This is just my dream.
Yeah. Literally, that was like, I remember like when they announced Splatoon, he was on Twitter and he was just like, oh my god, Nintendo, what the hell? Hit me up, dudes. I made this anime about a squid person. We can talk. And then like he made them a little manga and they had a lot of cross promotion. It was great. But yeah. I also really love that Inkling was the first one shown off. And I do like that it was kind of a bait and switch trailer. Because it kind of looked like it was announcing Splatoon for 3DS, and I was like, no.
I love that Nintendo does that. Like, even if it becomes a cliche, it's just fun. It's just, like, entertaining to watch. The Donkey Kong one was just hilarious. The Splatoon one shook you.
Yeah.
Like, it just shakes you because of, like, the whole... Yeah. But then the Donkey Kong was just really funny. And I just love that about Nintendo, that they go to the effort just for that.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm kind of excited. I think, the new characters and stuff is what's making me like, oh man, like I'm kind of excited for the game. Like, just going back to what I said before, Inkling kind of opens up a lot of new mechanics that could possibly use for a lot of the characters. And I'd say they're a pretty solid add-on.
You know, I've never played a Metroid game, so I can't really say I was excited for Ridley or Dark Samus, but I'm glad they're there because I feel like the Metroid fans deserve that, and I also feel like since they're calling this game Smash Ultimate, I can't help but feel like they're really trying to make it feel that way by having as much characters from other franchises as best they can.
And, like,
at least their main
ones.
ones. At least their main ones. Because that's kind of how I felt about Isabelle when they announced her.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, okay, if they bringing Ridley and Dark Samus and now Isabelle out of the blue, that tells me that they're really trying to get as much in here to really give it the ultimate experience.
I think Sakurai said he's actually afraid of what the next game's going to be like because there's no hype anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, this is...
Honestly,
like,
if I was Sakura, I would bail so hard after this one.
Because he is putting like all the chips on the table. Like
this is my kind of logic. I have the same logic for Pokemon. It's like we should stop making new Pokemon and just release new regions with new Pokemon or the same Pokemon just mixed around. For Smash, I just feel like this is how I felt about Smash 4. It's just like, why don't we just remake Smash 4? We don't have to add any new content. Just put it on the new console. Because it's still going to sell well, because the console's doing well. But then on Smash Ultimate's the new hype, I'm just like, well, if we ever get a Switch 2 or whatever, I think it'd be fine enough if we just get Ultimate again.
Right.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And maybe it'll have like a little extra DLC.
I disagree with you on the Pokemon thing, but you know.
Well, okay, that's fair. I don't want to get too much.
Because I want a fighting ground type so fucking bad.
Well, I want a dolphin, but here we are. But yeah.
It could be water psychic, man. And it'll suck. And
it'll be water sound type.
Water sound.
Oh, yes, sound.
Let's not. Okay. So back to riddles and things. I'm honestly, I was super excited to see Ridley. I was surprised that he made it in because, you know, the whole size thing.
He's too big.
It was such a thing for like the longest time, and then they made a note of it too. And I think he looks like he's a lot of fun. I'm a little worried he might be a little too good because wait, you're shaking your head?
So from what I was watching, the Invitational, he was just getting bodied by certain characters because he's so big that he's combo food. That's what I'm afraid of with Ridley.
Because when they said, you know, that 50 poke, my brain is just like...
50 poke?
His down B...
His shield poke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you get it in just the right way and just like hit that just sweet spot, it can do just 50 damage automatically.
I feel like that move is only going to be used in like fights with multiple people, though. You know, because I feel like characters like that, like heavyset characters, where they have really strong moves, but they have to charge up. I think those are specifically keyed for like brawls of fights. When you're not paying attention to them, that's when you warlock punch someone from behind the back.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might get more use out of that, but at a solo, because you know, by the time people get experience, they're gonna know how to dodge that move.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to really pull it out like last minute when they least expect it.
Well, I also think that like a smart Ridley player would know the perfect distance
Yeah.
to go and get that sweet spot and just maximize it. And you know, maybe they would just down throw and then just like hit him and just like jump back and then just get that sweet spot and just get him on the return. But yeah, I was really excited to see Ridley. I'm happy he's here and he's real big. I would have preferred Anthony Higgs, honestly, but that's just me. You guys all remember Anthony Higgs, right? Remember me? Remember me?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I've actually never played a Metroid game, by the way.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. I was just like, good for the Metroid fans. I'm happy for them. I don't feel bad I never played one because I just don't think it's my game, but good for them.
Really?
Also the same with Crom. Like, good for you, guy. You made it.
I was not happy about it.
I'm really excited for Richter. I feel like he's gonna be like at least an A tier.
Ooh, yeah.
Because
All right,
like
I guess
just
we'll
the
move on to that.
projectiles, he's got all that mobility, the range. I just feel like he's kind of like he reminds me of Smash 4 Sheik.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not just because of the chain.
Yeah, totally.
Chain.
Yeah, very, very excited for Rondo of Blood. It's going to open up some new things. Just that Rondo of Blood.
I like how you guys both skipped Simon and just went to...
Yep.
They're just like, who cares about Simon? Let's just talk about Richter.
I do
Is
like Richter's design more.
Is Richter faster or...
They're the same.
Yeah,
I think they're just straight up
they're
echo
echoes.
characters.
Well, that's why I was wondering why you brought him up and not Simon, since like the...
Oh, it's Simon. That's the real character.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's Simon.
That's why I was like, well, why I literally put on the docket talk about each major character.
I mean, he's a major character.
They came out at the same time.
Yeah,
They're
they
both
came.
pretty much the same thing. They even said who's the real Echo because they're taking abilities from Richter and they're
Yeah.
adding it to Simon. So
Well, yeah, honestly, like, with Simon, like, I'm like, he's got his NES design, but my god, so the artist for a lot of the previous Castlevania games, or at least the Metroidvania series, she did an amazing, like, recreation of Simon, and I was kind of like, I kind of want that design in it rather than the NES one.
I like the NES one though, just because, oh my god, that walk cycle though is so good. Just that little strut he
Dude,
does.
yep, the Belmont strut.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I don't play Fire Emblem games, I actually do.
That's a Castlevania.
No. I'm late. Hold on. I'm bringing about Crom again because I actually like him because from what I've seen, he looks like a fusion of Ike and Marth, or maybe Ike and Roy.
I would say Ike and Roy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like...
He definitely has the up B of Ike.
Yeah, and I actually like that.
He's technically Roy's Echo, but he has Ike's up. Yeah, so.
But like I like that because I like Ike, but he felt too sluggish, and I like Roy, but he's, he's
Roy's
he's
Roy.
A nice, yeah, Roy's Roy. I feel like at least he's kind of bringing something to the table. I know some people will defend Lucinia saying she's different, and I think the best Smash player says he prefers to play her over Marth. But I don't know. I think Crom is a pretty decent.
Honestly, yeah, I think a lot more of the Echo Fighters need to be just not like it's a straight copy, but probably a selection of different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
they're
him-
unique in their own
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So yeah, just give it like on the table rather than I like vanilla Marth or chocolate Marth.
At least he feels like he's a mix, not like a
Right.
total.
Yeah.
Can we just skip Daisy so we don't get the Daisy fans happy?
Oh, did we actually skip Daisy?
I
Actually,
almost
like-
forgot about her, to be honest.
I don't remember like
I was just about to bring her up.
Oh, wow, I feel-
Daisy's my girl.
I'm so sorry, Brian and everyone else who cares about Daisy. But yeah, Daisy's there, and she's also. I really only just wanted to talk about the main people, not the
Oh,
Echoes.
well, yeah,
but-
we can stick to the name.
But
people.
whatever, we'll just talk about the Echoes too. Daisy's there. She's really cool. I really appreciate that.
It's because we're saving Isabel for last. You can't see me, but I'm eyebrow raising right now.
Yeah, he's like wriggling them. Now they're both wriggling him. But well, no, we have to talk about Isabel last because
Yeah.
she was.
Can we talk about the best reveal though?
I thought
You
we were
thought
talking,
it was me.
I thought we were talking about Daisy, man. I was,
You were talking about Daisy, but your
Like,
girl.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
we
I-
talk about your
I was
girl?
gonna-
All right, fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
I think Daisy should have had more sports-based equipment, though.
Actually, that's what I was going to go into. Like out of all the echoes and stuff, I'm like, I am less hyped about Daisy. Like I was pumped, like, oh, she's gonna be her own thing. She's go like a lot of her stuff is gonna be sports related. I think a lot of the stuff online, like, I think Smash 4, they're like, you know what? Here's how you make like Daisy work. And like I was on that train of like, yeah, that could totally work.
I just feel like Daisy's like here, shut up, here she is. Leave us alone.
yeah, probably more than
Kind of how I
likely.
feel about Crom, honestly.
I mean, I don't know because I don't know Fire Emblem fans or what they want, but maybe. It
Crom
could
was
be that.
okay.
I
It
think,
wasn't the
yeah.
main importance of the story.
Eh.
It was the shipping.
yeah.
Literally, Michael, that game is just fantasy shipping the game.
I've
All
heard.
of them are now.
Yeah.
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 But it's what got them on the map, so
Yeah, honestly, like,
It's what saved Fire Emblem.
yeah.
yeah. So it's an important game. It was
When
actually
in doubt, ship them out.
It was actually really funny. I was watching the direct that announced it announced crap, I can't remember who was at the beginning of that direct. Oh yeah, when it announced Simon and Richter. I was watching it with a friend of the show, Kaufman, and when we were just like, oh man, Richter and Simon, that's so cool, and Dark Samus, that's really cool, and then it was Crom, and we were like, oh, we don't want this.
I think Dark Samus is pretty cool just by the way she looks like the way she walks.
She just floats around.
Like, even that small detail makes her a better Echo fighter than most
yeah.
others.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of thought put into her just to get her to stand out, or whatever the heck it
Not
is.
to mention all the quote unquote fan art out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I really love how like everyone was just like, "Oh, Dark Samus, you're so what is that?" And then you know who the true people are because they're like, "I'm still down." And then you have the terrible people who give her who give her venom teeth for some reason.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
like,
that whole debacle. That was fun.
Tumblr's a terrible website, and I go to it every fucking day. I hate
I
myself
think
for it.
most of us do. Just to get
I'm
our
exclusively on Twitter now.
I'm
Follow
just
me
on
at
Reddit.
Twitter.com/.
So is that what you want me to link? You don't want me to link?
No, don't link anything. They must not find out.
They must not find you. And then at the end of that direct, we had who I'm most excited about. We had K. Rool, and his trailer was freaking amazing.
as
I
Cole
loved his
brings up
trailer.
the smug DDD picture from the trailer.
You thought it was King K. Rool, but it was I, DDD.
That was such a fun trailer, and I was screaming the whole time because I was just like, because K. Rool for me, I know I'm tracking a lot. I know I talked about this on an earlier show, but I didn't think he would ever happen, and I didn't think he would be this good.
Yeah, Rare didn't think it would happen.
Even
Everybody
they didn't
did.
think about it. Yeah.
Nobody thought it would happen.
Well, what Michael was saying, I think Sakurai's just trying to bring all sides in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make
feels,
everybody happy.
It does feel the ultimate. And honestly, when K. Rool was announced, I was like, you could just close it here and just call it a day. I'm good. I would love Gino. I want Gino, but you know what? I don't suffer. Well, whoever you want, I don't want them.
I actually can't wait to play K. Rool. I'm just like, when I saw him, I was like, well, looks like I got a new heavy character.
And actually,
have you seen how he plays? It looks a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot.
I think he's gonna be B tier at least.
I don't care about that. I don't know.
yeah, just watching him play, I haven't played a lot of Donkey Kong games, but as soon as he came out, I was just hyped as shit because of just his versatility. He's a heavy character, but there's all those weird nuances. Just he's a weird thinking heavyweight
He has a
character.
lot of projectiles too, which is really interesting.
Honestly, I'm super pissed about him though. That he has a cooler Final Smash than Donkey Kong. He has such an awesome cutscene that's so epic, and then Donkey Kong's just I'm gonna punch really hard, really fast. I'm like, well, okay, that's kind of cool, but then Little Max is exactly the same thing. And I'm just well, that kind of takes away from it.
Yeah, if anything, they should have brought back Giga Mac for just a cutscene or something. Or,
Yeah.
Or just have Doc Lewis come out and just beat the shit out of you.
Get him back.
Should have just made the coconut gun.
And a coconut gun. It fires and spurts.
Oh.
Or maybe it's just like do a thing where he like rides on a minecart and just runs you over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something more cutscene-y.
So
But-
Anthony,
yeah.
tell us about your T-shirt.
Wait, is that the next newcomer that we're
Yeah,
on,
that
like-
was the last newcomer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
come to think of it, yeah, we skipped Simon. Yeah, it's
Well,
I just figured we were
we
going
kinda
to
talked about Simon.
we talked about
Enough.
Simon alone.
It's
Honestly,
like, they're put together.
Rondo of Blood was better.
When we were talking about Richter,
Nathan's-
we were actually talking about both. Because they're really like pretty much the same character.
I forgot who was who.
it's funny because like they just don't care, and then Nathan is just actually just excited for Richter, mostly because he gets to rub it in my face. It's a spite. It's a spite main.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
When I saw the trailer, because I never played a Castlevania game, but I was pretty excited to see him because I was just like, here's a new character in Smash that comes from a series that is kind of different from what we've been getting recently in a way. So it's new. I'm kind of upset because he's also another long range, like another Cloud Shulk. But you know what? Overall, I'm just like, oh, he's a cool addition.
And yeah, like I was excited because it kind of just completes the like here's developers that were with Nintendo since like the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know that at the time, but after I found that out, I was just like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Not only that, but
reason
it's
to be
like it's
excited
also the
about.
Captain N squad is finally
Yep.
together.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what was
Sorry, Simon.
there was someone else. There was something else I was gonna bring up about Simon. Whatever. If I remember, I remember. But yeah, so right now, none of you can see this, but I'm actually wearing an Isabel shirt right now that was drawn by Raffle, who is an amazing artist who I pressured to make this shirt because I love this
The
picture.
design of it.
I love.
Yeah, whoever's editing will try to pressure them into like throwing
no.
it up.
Oh no.
Are we selling shirts right now? Because you can buy my shirt.
No, no. If when this episode gets up, this will actually be in the title card. I will incorporate this image into the title card, so you know.
Is this
Or-
gonna be a shirt? Is it just gonna be a picture of your chest?
Yeah,
Or,
it'll
like-
just be a picture of my chest.
Or just have it slowly getting bigger throughout the episode.
What a clickbait thumbnail.
Oh no, I'll tell you guys about what I'm thinking for the actual photo for this. But yeah. I'm wearing this picture.
Internet's favorite girl right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, are you sure? Because
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
dude! Like as
Yes.
soon as she got announced,
I
It was
mean,
like the
it-
Wii Fit trainer of Smash
yeah,
4.
it just exploded with fan art for Isabel.
This guy literally came up. This really good artist is like, hey, I have Isabel Daryamaka pillow cover sheets. He sold them all, and they're all $90 a piece. So
well, I'm just saying, as we're recording this, I'm just saying that Peach Bowser's doing really well right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh,
Peach
yeah.
I don't know about you guys when you say the internet's favorite girl.
Yeah. They're duking it out now.
Yeah.
Actually, potential new picture for like the internet.
Isabel versus. I love.
Beach browser will never be real.
I love how.
Should be a modded costume.
I really love how Peach Bowser happened because it was just like, oh, we have this really weird thing about Toadette where she turns into Peachette, and then someone was just like, and then we had like a bunch of like pictures of Peachette and stuff, and everyone was like, oh, this is cute and stuff, and then someone was like, yeah, but like, what if Bowser did that? And then everyone was just like, I want that.
You see that dragon over there? Think about fucking the dragon.
It's a MILF, Michael. Everybody likes MILFs.
I was
That's
gonna
a
say
single-
the
that's a
feel when
single
no
parent.
big titty goth girlfriend.
No big titty Bowser girlfriend. But-
Anyway, this is about Isabel.
Yeah,
we'll
best
going
character.
back.
Yeah, basically this amazing artist I know drew Isabel with the proportions of 90s Pikachu. You should be able to see it right now if I actually made the picture right. But yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I wore it just for this special occasion. Isabel's really fun. I'm actually really shocked because I did not know who got in because I was working the day that she got announced. So I was just like, I'm shutting myself off from the internet, which I thank God I did because everybody was freaking out about Isabel. And the only thing I read was Niran sent me a message. He's like, everybody's pissed off about who got in. And so I was like, does this mean it wasn't Gino or Isaac?
I'm
And
actually kind
I
of
forgot
surprised
like my
I saw
wording.
that.
I'm like, here, the demon lord got in.
which is funny because you main her in
Oh yeah,
in
like
Mario Kart.
I main her hard in Mario Kart.
But yeah, she's in. Her moveset looks really fun. It's weird that she has this really nice grapple, which they actually prefaced it in, like this week in an update, that her side B, which is the fishing hook,
I'm excited for that.
it
I
can
am
recover.
too,
It
because
can recover.
I always thought that should have been something the villager had. I always thought it was weird that he didn't have the fishing rod with him.
Yeah, but now she can grab 2 different ways, and it looks like she can grab on the backswing too, which is actually really cool.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like gone with her fishing rod.
I'm gonna say something controversial though. I actually feel like I'm gonna miss her as an assist trophy because I really think her assist trophy was really cute.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad she's in Smash, but I'm also feel like I'm gonna miss that. Sakurai, put someone in to replace her. Specifically Lottie. Let her have her chance to shine.
You don't talk
no,
about
make
Lottie.
it Biscuit, because he's the best boy.
Or Goldie. She's basically the poor man's Isabel.
I thought Digsby was the poor man.
No, but he is a wizard.
Digsby is a wizard. He, instead of he throwing the fruit at you, he just magically. For those of you who don't know Digsby, when it's raining, he like has a little like cloak on, so he looks like a little wizard.
Yeah, I think that's just an inside joke that like we have.
Yeah, because we were playing the Animal Crossing board game, and
Oh,
I feel no invite.
that's one of his alternate outfits, isn't it?
yeah, that was like his level 2 outfit.
He didn't have a lot of options for him. So Digsby or Wizards Digsby?
That was the only. I was like, man, that game was like half okay, but only because I got to play it with you and Lily.
Yeah. You really have to make the most out of it with your friends on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Isabel, though I'm not gonna lie, at the end of her trailer when they showed Tom Nook, I was like, I am 1,000% ready to go in hard main Tom Nook. I don't care. Isabel, that's cool. I'm playing this Tom Nook. I don't care if he's an Echo. He's my baby now. I want to go and beat the shit out of people for money. Daddy wants to get paid today.
I think I was on your same train, like right there, because mostly it was like playground talk in the elementary. Because I remember having a copy of Tips and Tricks, and the way that the font was in like the Smash section, they had like unlockable characters and trophies, but the way it was set up, you could easily just miss the unlockable trophies. And young, like impressionable Nathan saw like Tom Nook, and I'm like, you can play as Tom Nook? This is amazing. And so one of my like childhood friends was just like, that'd honestly be amazing. Like, his ending cutscene is just him selling off like parts of Master Hand. And like, I was hyped as shit. Then like, oh, it's just a trophy.
I honestly was thinking that he was going to introduce Happy Home Academy 2, and I was ready to laugh my fucking ass off because that's his kind of like spin-off game, you know? He's like the boss of that. So it's like, imagine if they did that. They like, oh, we have an Animal Crossing game coming out, but it's not the one you want.
I'm pretty sure like people would actually write it then.
Yeah.
Even with Isabel.
Low key, I feel like everyone knows that they just slapped on, oh, Animal Crossing coming out, but with no footage, just to get people to shut up.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just feels that way.
Yeah, they Metroid Forward everyone.
Yep.
I'm totally fine with that though.
Yeah, I can't wait to. We should probably have an Animal Crossing show, just me and you, Michael.
What? I was pretty big in it.
No, you don't get to come.
No.
Especially you, Cole. You don't get to come either.
Let's see if we can get
Why?
Lily to talk on it. That'd be interesting.
Actually, you know what? That'd be
I
a good
played
show.
Animal Crossing.
I don't care. Renee could be on it. All right, so now that we're going through everyone who's showed up, we actually had viewer questions. Someone actually messaged me.
Really?
Someone actually messaged me and was like, "Yo, you gonna talk about Smash?" And I was like, "Yeah." And there's like, "Well, I got a couple questions that like I want you guys to cover." One of them, it'll take like 2 seconds to answer. He pretty much asked, "Hey, is Golden Plains gonna be in from the 3DS game?" Yes, Golden Plains is confirmed to be in Smash Ultimate. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That was that one. That was the one Mario level where you can get the coins and get golden.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then he just mostly asked, "Do you guys think we're gonna get multiple Final Smashes? Like, do you think more
No.
characters are gonna get multiple ones
Nah,
like Ryu?" Or
nah, probably not. I think it's just gonna be a Ryu exclusive for.
Well, Cloud too.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't Cloud have 2 Final Smashes?
I don't care.
I didn't buy him for the DLC.
I think he might have. Possibly, I don't.
Why would
really
he have
remember.
2? Just give him Omni Slash. That's all you need.
I think they just. Did
Oh wait,
that
no,
for-
yeah, it was just the Omni Slash.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I think they just did it for Ryu because they couldn't decide which one to use. They're like, so they just brought it up to
And
the board
honestly-
meeting. And they're like, okay, which one should we have? A really big projectile or a really big uppercut?
And
then
honestly,
that one
yeah,
kid
that
was just like, why
and
not?
honestly it fits well with him because those side scroller ones. You usually have 2 to 3 super moves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
All right, and that's it for viewer questions. Thanks
Oh,
for viewer
okay.
questions, Mark.
Back to more Isabelle. I'm excited that she's in the game. I love that she uses the water bucket instead of the shovels. Because water over ground, fuck you. Inside jokes.
But yeah, I'm kind of excited for her, mostly because she's cute. Like the grapple's going to add to that. Oh, only burly men use grapple, and I actually can't wait to see like the hitboxes for her. So because if they're ridiculous, it's just gonna be so hilarious.
Her Lloyd move looks a lot of fun too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one is fun.
You said it and forget it. And
Yeah.
just have a good time.
Fuck you, haters. Waluigi and Gino will never see the light of day.
Gino's getting in.
No, he's not. He was a me costume.
As a me
Yeah,
costume.
he's a me costume.
Shut up, both.
Forever cursed.
Sakurai wanted him in, but God knows why. God doesn't know why he didn't get in. So I guess on that note, so we split up. I guess since we're running out of time, let's just get to the character guesses because that's gonna take up a lot of time. Okay, so realistically, Cole.
Goku.
No.
It's okay. I have a little segment for that later.
Okay, so realistically, who do you guys think is gonna get in like last minute? Like, who do you think is? How many people do you think we're gonna get, and who do you think realistically could get in?
I think realistically, Midna from what was it?
Twilight.
Twilight. Yeah.
She has she been confirmed to be a?
I don't remember.
Not
It's an
yet.
assist trophy.
Like I was on the website recently and I didn't see her as an assist
I
trophy.
could have swore they showed her in footage already, though.
But
Maybe in the early one. I don't remember.
but you know what? She would make a good fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say Rayman too.
Think she would be
You
a
mean
good
just
character.
Rayman?
Rayman. Cool.
Just, not just, or do you mean like a physical copy of?
No, we'll get to that later, man.
Or do you just mean a physical copy of Rayman 2, the greatest game?
Yes,
Just,
you just play as a cartridge.
I had some friends tell me like there's probably gonna be an Alolan starter. At least I honestly don't care. Like I feel like Pokemon has enough representation, and I don't feel like we need one. But if they decide to add either Incineroar or
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Bird Boy, then fine. It's whatever.
I like how you're not even like considering that the water one might get in.
Well, okay, let's be honest. I don't know how they're gonna get a character who doesn't have legs.
I mean, they've got Ivysaur that can jump.
I mean, you could just like flop around. That'd
Yeah.
be
I'd be really cool, but
Or,
I don't think
yeah,
they'd do
Seal
the
Slide or
extensive-
something.
Yeah, it could just like summon some water to run along.
I mean, if they do that for Squirtle, I would agree. I think I'd be cool with that. But the most reason why I don't think they would do that is because we have Greninja as the water representation, and up until they decided to bring Pokemon Trainer back, Charizard was kind of like the fire one. So I almost want to feel like if anyone had the best chance, it'd be Decidueye. But
I see maybe Genesect.
I'd love
I don't remember
Genesis.
seeing-
Maybe.
Yeah. I think Pokemon who have more of a body, like I feel like some Pokemon just don't have actual bodies to move. Like they just design it from a 2D aspect, and it's just like, okay, he's never gonna actually walk, so who cares? Because that's why I feel like Swampert isn't in the Pokemon fighting game, because his legs just don't look like they walk. That's just how it is. But I don't know. So I feel like Decidueye or Incineroar have that best chance, or any other Pokemon like Genesect, because they have these limbs. They have limbs to walk on.
It's easier to make
it's
it
easier
look
to make.
like real.
Yeah. I feel like maybe Shadow might get in. I don't personally care.
I thought he wasn't confirmed as an assist.
No, but
No,
he's
yeah,
not
he
confirmed as
wasn't.
an assist trophy,
But
and I know a
Knuckles
lot
was.
of and I know a lot of people are like conspiracying about it, and I feel like the fact that Isabelle made it in kind of further pushes that like idea.
Not only that, but he's really popular.
And
Oh,
he
yeah,
is really
yeah.
popular.
And
For
he
the
has,
edgy teenagers.
and he also does have enough going on so to make him a decent Echo. You could make him just a tad slower and make him a tad hit heavier, and maybe make him pull out
Just
a
give
gun.
him Bayonetta guns.
I honestly feel because of the whole Isabelle thing, that makes him like a realistic idea to see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oof, so my turn then. I'm actually pulling for Isaac from Golden Sun. I'm going into crazy conspiracy mode at this point.
Well, like
yeah.
Sakurai
Well,
tweeted that
character
thing.
guesses is after this.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna bring up Gino here.
But yeah, like
That one's not on this segment. Not in this episode. It says wild, not unrealistic.
But yeah, like there's a lot of signs pointing that he'll be in there. Like I'd say since Brawl, there was a lot of requests for him being in there. The Golden Sun Dark Dawn website in the UK recently got updated, and fans don't really know why. It just said it got updated. And like since it's a JRPG character, you can pull a lot of moves for it, like from him, and you have good versatility for it.
I feel like because Ridley got in, that does make it more realistic.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
really just
Yeah.
feels like Smash Ultimate is like giving the fans what they want.
I think yeah.
Except Gino.
I don't know what your problem with Gino is.
I don't know. I just think at the time and the place when they kept bitching about him, it got really annoying. So now I'm just kind of like, I want these people to suffer.
Even if it's me who suffers as
Oh,
well.
especially if it's you. I especially want you to suffer.
He's my favorite.
That's the whole reason why I even come to these shows. Just make full mockery on your own show.
Yeah, but mostly I'm just feeling like Gino and Miss Pac-Man probably are like my main thing.
Miss Pac-Man would be an awesome addition.
I say an Echo though.
I
Well,
I
yeah,
would want her
yeah.
to be
Oh,
an
yeah.
Echo, but I would honestly take her as a skin. Like
Yeah.
I would be cool as an Echo, but if they would just give us like, oh, here's a little bow as a skin,
Oh yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
it.
totally like the Koopalings. That
Yeah.
would very much work.
I would want either of those mostly in. Yeah, but Gino's my main guy that I'm just like, well, if you look at how Square and Nintendo have been getting along, and Cloud's already in, so you got that out of the way. Just put, and he was and his character costume was the only one that got a splash screen, and Sakurai's. If I just do all that, that's mostly how
I
I
feel like Cloud did feel like it opened up the floodgates. In a
Oh
way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He also opened up the gate for an unrealistic character, Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2. Or Kingdom Hearts, not-
You just want to go into unrealistic now?
Are we done with realistic?
I mean,
I
yeah.
think so.
I mean, yeah, all right.
Yeah, well.
All right, okay, so for your unrealistics, I mostly just want to preface it this.
Waluigi.
I just
He's
wanna-
an assist trophy, but I don't care.
I just want to preface it that, like, literally you can go all out. I mean, mine is something that will absolutely never happen.
Gino.
No. Mine is something completely like this would be for me only, and if that's what it would be. So if you want to just go absolutely like crazy, besides what you're gonna say at the end, Cole.
I forgot to say Shantae, but realistically.
You know what? I don't
I
know
can
about
kind of see it.
I would rather honestly. I'd rather see Minecraft Steve or Quote or
Is
something.
Shantae from an indie?
She was, but I think then Nintendo picked her up. But
Okay.
Well, no,
I-
no, she's
No.
on a lot of different consoles,
Yeah, it's,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
she hopped around a lot. Started off.
Unlike
yeah.
Quote.
Yeah.
Quote's been literally only PC and Nintendo. You can get in, Nathan.
Who the hell is Quote?
Wait, isn't that the dude from Cave Story?
Oh yeah. Like I just called him Cave Story guy.
When we were driving here, I was like, oh
How
yeah.
convenient.
I was like, yeah, people hint that Steve might come in. Who the fuck is Steve? The guy from Minecraft. I just call him Minecraft then.
Oh
It's fine.
yeah, just leave it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Monster Hunter guy from Monster Hunter.
I would actually think, since Rathalos is in it, a hunter probably could get in. But I think the Palicos from that game probably would fit a little bit better.
They could be a cool assist trophies.
I just think
They
that
can do the Isabel thing. They just give you food.
I just think that the Palicos just have probably a little more memorable of a moveset and probably translate a little bit better. And plus, they're wackier.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I know how much you want to beat up cats.
I do like that we have 2 dogs and a wolf now.
This is a dog people game.
This is a dog game now. This game's for dogs. And foxes are kind of related to dogs. Canines rule.
No cats allowed.
Push my dog agenda.
Michael's favorite match is just going to be all dogs and Squirtle.
Yeah, I do feel like I have more of a range now than ever before. I felt that way in Smash 4, and then I realized how bad Greninja is.
Greninja. But yeah, so just go wild with your unrealistic guesses.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
obviously the whole Square Enix thing going on.
Yeah,
And
Square Enix,
Disney.
and Disney.
So yeah, that's just gonna be legal loophole after legal loophole.
Let me
trying
pick
to
one
get
of these
through it.
figurines are in the back of the wall here. Let's see, Batman.
Oh, jeez, Rick, come on.
Deathstroke.
One
Flash.
character I'd really like to see, but because it's owned by Rare, it's never going to happen. Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be
interesting.
really interesting, and especially, I mean, they have Bayonetta now, so I mean, an M-rated character. Ah, shit, I forgot to say I want Travis in this game, but I don't think Travis could make it.
Travis. But not like Suda51 has been like trying to push for him.
Yeah, and he actually did help work on Brawl when it came out, so that's why everyone was like, is Travis gonna be DLC?
Yeah.
He never showed up.
Travis?
Travis Touchdown.
From No More Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see him working. See him kind of like a Shulk-ish character.
Yeah, and honestly,
with the
like
weapon.
you can go you could just go balls to the walls with him, and it would just make sense because it's Travis.
Yeah. Before it turned into a tiger, mauled someone.
Toon Ganondorf.
I don't actually think that's unrealistic, but I would love that.
Who's I can't think of her name, but the DS Zelda one.
Oh, the Toon Zelda where she turns into like the suit of armor.
No, she's like a pirate.
Oh, Tetra.
Tetra.
Yeah, Tetra.
Everyone loves
I
Tetra.
actually wouldn't mind if they added Toon Zelda or Tetra or King of Red Lions and it's like Hyrule Warriors. Like that would be great. But going back to Ganondorf real quick, I honestly think if they really wanted to change him, that they should have just gave him his Wind Waker, because that would have been a completely different model. He looks like a fat penguin, which is awesome. He has 2 blades, and they wouldn't have to use that ugly Ocarina of Time look. I'm sorry, I do think that the Twilight Princess look has overstayed its welcome, but I also think that's his best look.
I don't know. I think that his best look is probably Hyrule Warriors.
Okay, that's a really good one, but I don't think you can count that one. I don't think you can count that one, but I think between the main titles, I really think that Ganondorf is his evil regal look in Twilight Princess. He looks like an evil king, while in Ocarina he kind of looks like a punk in a way. I don't know. I get it. Like they should have changed it. They changed it for the better.
Michael, I know this is super off topic. Do you remember that old YouTube series where they were like, where it was like a stupid Legend of Zelda like video series, and like then Ganondorf was actually like a nice guy.
I think I remember that.
And like Link just called him the evil ginger man. like the scene where you see Ganondorf like run from the castle, he's like, oh, I must protect the orphanage. It's currently on fire.
I remember that. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
It'd be really cool if they brought in the Toon lanes.
I'd like to see Crazy Hand and Master Hand.
You know what?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So my picks, I actually got 2 of them. One of them probably will never ever do it because of just how terrible the company's been acting. But I'd love to see Solar Boy Django from the Boktai series, because I'd say his moveset, like with the solar gun and stuff, would probably work pretty well. Add an Inkling mechanic where he has ammunition and stuff.
Wasn't that where like he had to like fight vampires?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I shouldn't have talked about.
And just have him as like a glass cannon where he does a lot of damage if he still has like his solar gauge up. And well, my second pick would probably be the Prinnies from Disgaea. Like, I'd say you can do a lot with them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The thing that actually would be really fun with them is, you guys don't know, but in Disgaea games, if you pick up a Prinny and throw it, it explodes on contact. Meaning, so if you were to pick it up and down throw, it would probably damage you along with the Prinny.
and yeah, like I was kind of thinking of it like it'd be kind of fun. Like his down special is he pulls up a geo block in a certain area. You get like benefits and stuff.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be pretty interesting. Yeah, just have him a lightweight utility character.
Who probably like spams a bunch of like status effects and stuff.
Oh yeah, and his just standard A is basically the Meta Knight Slash.
Yeah. I love this guy. We'll probably have a Disgaea show soon.
Yeah.
But
I own the first two. I keep meaning to play them.
Go play him,
I
man.
keep wanting to play the one on the Switch, and I just don't do it. I have too many games on the Switch now. I have a problem.
This is like completely unrealistic, but if this were to happen, I would absolutely just main this forever and not touch any other character. Is Poliwhirl?
Well, if we're gonna bring up Pokemon,
Hey man, you didn't say Swampert for some reason.
I mean I do, but I actually want him more for the Pokken game, because if they could fucking animate Blastoise, then they should have been able to animate fucking Swampert.
Let's just be
man.
honest, Michael. You just want to be able to be Mega Swampert and just be like.
Okay, but who doesn't want to be Mega Swampert and go with those big arms? Come on.
But I would love to play as Poliwhirl, and technically he was in Melee as a trophy, so he has a little more credence than like other Pokemon.
Yeah,
like
but so does Waluigi.
I'm just saying this would never happen. But if Sakurai put Poliwhirl in, this would be the absolute perfect game.
I think it'd be cool if we did get Pokemon that weren't like the iconic ones in general. Like I think, because Poliwhirl is iconic, but you know that like the Lucario, Zoroark type of iconic.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be kind of
Poliwhirl's
fun.
like weirdly iconic because like they pushed him so much in the early marketing.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like,
and randomly, like every so often, you'll just see him there, and you're just like, I'm happy you're here. I love you. You're beautiful. I wish that you were in Smash, and you would have like some type of weird gimmick where you would slide around or something because you were slowly excluding mucus.
It's pretty crazy, but I think this is where Sakurai is gonna like trick us all. You know how like every time it shows something Smash Ultimate related, it's like not the final product. They're gonna remove Waluigi's assist trophy and just be like, here you go.
Maybe it wasn't an assist trophy all along. That's why they're like, you can hit them. That was just all in a ploy. It's not like Waluigi's still character.
All right, so we only got a little time left, and on the last.
I don't got 10 minutes to rant on this.
Well, all you gotta do, Cole, is just explain why you think Goku has a chance to get in.
yeah, explain.
All
like
right.
I only thought you people were in the internet land.
Actually,
I am intrigued by this.
Let me give you guys some backstory to this. So, I'm talking to Cole and another one of my coworkers about Smash, and
Thank you for the job.
I don't want to tell people where I work. Anyways, so I'm talking to a coworker about Smash. This is right after K. Rool got announced, so I'm hyped as hell. This is the greatest. I'm super happy. These two don't give a fuck about K. Rool. They don't care about how amazing.
I was hyped for it.
I thought we had one of the best like hype trailers.
Well, no. I'm talking about him and the other coworker.
I was hyped for it.
Okay, you were slightly hyped for it, but yeah, still.
I'm just hyped for everybody.
And so, we're talking, and then this one coworker's like, I think Goku has a chance to get in, and like he's like Cole, admit it, you just want it just for the lulls.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna
like,
be real. I just want Goku in Smash just so he can piss everyone off. I don't care.
That's like the exact opposite of me. I want Gino not to be in it. It's just like it piss people off.
I hate you so much, Michael. You're never coming on my show again.
How pissed do you think people would? How more pissed would people be if we got Goku over Gino?
Actually, you know what? I want Goku in so that way I
I'd
get
say-
the best of both worlds, and it just stacks up the anger.
Like, it would just break the internet if he got in.
Well, then that just means
Oh, okay. So we can have Gino, but we can have Goku.
Yeah.
Gino's been in video game.
Yeah, like that.
Goku's been in video games.
Like, I think it would just be like the Brony versus like Steven Universe war times 10.
But yeah, basically,
But this is Ultimate, so that means if we get Goku, you know what that means, right? We have to have an Echo character with him.
No,
too.
he's just going to be an Echo character of Lucario. The more damage he takes, the stronger he gets.
No, his Echo character's gonna be Shrek and SpongeBob. But
don't joke about that. People want Shrek and Smash. It was obvious in the ballots.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because that was during the whole Shrek is Love craze, right?
Yes, it was actually. It was like I remember just going. I forgot where I was at, but they had like. So here's the polls for what people have been voting for, and I think like Shrek was in the top 10. It was just ridiculous.
Goku was like top 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like Goku's top 5. Like Shrek was like under him, and then like SpongeBob was usually like 11th or 12th.
Yep.
But like, yeah, it's just yeah. So basically, I just hated the fact that they just were just like, yeah, you can be in the game, and I was like,
I just realistically think he has a very small chance. Not
okay.
That
So
I want him in it. It's just I can argue the fact that realistically he could.
Okay,
be...
let me hear this thing. Let me hear it.
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go back to the Brawl days.
All right.
So you remember when Lucario was first announced, right?
Yes.
Who originally voiced Lucario?
It was Goku's voice actor.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we got the very similar character, so we can use very similar mechanics of Lucario. You know, we got the charge beam, we've got the aura, the anger, some of the attacks even, but you know, forget that. Then we skip forward. People wanted Goku since Brawl. We skip forward to Smash 4, and then we're looking at like the ballots, and we're just like, what? Sakurai's probably thinking like, what the hell? Why do people want this character? And so I think he was like one of the top 3 or top 5 most requested characters, even of like actual genuine characters. He was up there, and of course Sakurai's like, no. And then people were starting making mods for the characters. People were doing all this, and now we skip forward. What year are we in? 2018.
Yeah.
So
now we're in 2058. This is
the Smash Goku version.
I'm kind of surprised that like people still care about Dragon Ball that much.
Well,
I mean,
because
even before Super came
that's
out.
because Super hyped it back up again. I honestly think Super's god awful, but that's just me.
That's funny because I actually don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is.
I think it's the animation.
But it's really the animation fucks it up and the first 2 arcs. But it's not horrible. But probably another time, another place. Speaking about Dragon Ball, though, I just want to say, fuck you, Bandai Namco, for deciding to release it.
Oh, thank you.
On
That's
the
where I was going
Switch.
next.
Yeah, because now you have to make me play your beautiful, beautiful game around the same time as Smash, and that's just fucking
that's another
stupid.
thing too. So Bandai, the game producers of Smash, go ahead and make this one game: Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball Fighter, which is a 2D fighter. So all you gotta do.
Game.
So they're owned by this. They're made by the same company. So all they gotta do is, hey, you know, here's Goku. We already have a 2D version fighting of him. We have all of these moves. Can we just put him in Smash? Here, it's realistically possible. We've already put him in the game. It's just
honestly like I think there could be a Sun Wukong character that might come in. Possibly. There is a chance.
just don't name him Goku.
Yeah, like I forgot what her name was from MVC2, but that character.
Sansan?
Yeah, Sansan. Like
Infernape.
yeah, Infernape and Sansan, and like Sakurai's like, well, they're based off of Sun Wukong, and Goku's based off of Sun Wukong. So there you go, guys.
There actually is an actual NES game about.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, Tree posted that in my Discord.
Hold up. There was a Dragon Ball Z game released before the anime.
But it was still a manga character first, and all Smash
Goku's
characters.
gonna be in Smash.
I don't know. I think maybe like a Dragon Quest character or something.
You know what? Can we go and just say that the Dragon Quest 8 guy who looks exactly like Goku? Would you be happy with that?
Yeah,
I'd be more happy with that than Gino.
Me too.
yeah.
I don't know who he is, but me too.
Michael, I hate you so much.
I know, and that's why you bring me.
Well, you know what? I'm tired. This has been a very long show. We had an extra long show because Smash is so big and so important. We might do a follow-up show when the game comes out, or maybe when they do another.
When they release Goku, obviously. Disclaimer, I don't actually want Goku in Smash. I just want him in so he can piss every single person off on the internet. That's all I want.
But if they do another big direct or anything like that, we might do another episode. I just want to thank everyone for being on the show. Next week we will be on break. I don't know whether I'm going to go and toss up an older episode onto this channel or if I'll just leave it blank and just have you guys just deal with that.
What you could do is you could cut this segment in half.
No, that's dumb.
No.
I'm not going to do that.
You should bring back your old podcast, the Meta World something.
The Meta World Podcast. Jeez. Well, the meta part is in Washington right now. It would have to be like Swamp World or something.
Exactly.
We'll talk about
Cut out the fat.
But thank you everyone for being on. I'd like to thank my guests, even if they try to antagonize me a lot. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to be here. Thank you guys for listening. Anyone have any final words they want to say that aren't related to Gino not getting his bash?
Oh man.
He was leaning. He was leaning in.
Rondo of blood.
I'm getting paid to be here.
This episode is sponsored by Lipton Tea.
All right, enough of that. Renee, kill it.